What's up, guys? The title says it. I have a military here with a spa treatment, my spa treatment. Let me give you a little background on this military. It's the first one I ever bought. It has a stripped backspacer here, so this screw doesn't screw down all the way. It had a wildly off-center blade. The black pocket clip was all scratched up. I hated it. The blade was scratched up, and it had lock rock. I pretty much put this in my Pelican case and forgot about it until today when I wanted to play around with it. So I'm going to give you the rundown of what I did on this knife, then I'm going to show it. I took it apart, stonewashed the blade, bent the lock bar back further out so it had more tension on the lock bar. I stripped the clip, mirror polished it, and then applied a satin finish by hand with 320 grit sandpaper. I then mirror polished both sides of the blade where the washers meet. I mirror polished the inside of both liners, so the left and right liner are mirror polished, and I also polished the phosphor bronze washers that are in there, so all the components were shiny like a mirror before being put back in the knife. And let me tell you, it actually made a huge difference. This is the smoothest action I've ever felt on a military, period. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not free swinging because it's not a frame lock, so you can't take the pressure off the lock bar. There's always detent pressure being put on the blade by the lock bar, but just based on action alone, it's the smoothest action I've ever felt on a military. Compared to this one's jumpy, and you can see that. You can see I'm not doing that when it gets jumpy at the end. If I slow down, it does that. This one is just buttery smooth all the way through. I'm surprised it made that big of a difference. Stonewash the blade before I forget. This thing was really off center. Now for some reason it is dead nuts centered. I have no clue why. All I did was take it apart and polish the components and put it back together, and it is dead nuts centered. I mean, I have no clue why I did that, but I'm glad it did. It was way off. It was worse than this before I took it apart. Now it's dead nut centered. Stonewash the blade. This went for 2 hours. I think it turned out good. S30V has to tumble longer because it's very wear resistant. It doesn't like to be scratched on like this, so it's very, very wear resistant. It takes a long time to stonewash, but it actually took it really well. I like the way it looks. I need to add more lubricant. I did get one hot spot, which is right here. It's just where a rock will just sit there and just scratch in the same spot. It didn't move for some reason there, so that's the only flaw in it. Honestly, it's not really a flaw to me. It's just another aspect of the stonewash, but some people may not like that. But other than that, it's really even. I'm surprised S30V stonewashed this well. I'm really digging it. If you already couldn't tell, mirror polished, then hand satined the clip. That's a satin finish applied with 320 grit sandpaper. It's not perfect. Some of the abrasive came off the paper, and when I wiped it, I scratched it just a little bit somewhere up here. But I like the way that looks, that satin finish with the sandpaper. The other is done with a Scotch-Brite. This is done with actual sandpaper. And I think I like this just a little bit more. Can't decide if I like the stonewash clip better or the satin clip. I like the stonewashed a lot. It gives a really nice, rugged, utilitarian look. I think it would go good with the stonewash blade, but I just wanted to try that. This before was the black Spyderco Military clip. So I think it turned out good. I really like this thing now. It went from a knife that I did not want to carry to a knife that I'll probably carry a lot. Love the way the clip looks. Love it. I mean, I think that turned out really good. Bump up the brightness so y'all can see better. I think it turned out really good. There you can see the scratches just a little bit. Other than that, it's perfect. You can still see some of the mirror polish here. I didn't quite get that good enough with the sandpaper. Lockup no longer has play. I did bend the lock bar out further so it has more tension, so it goes further over the blade tang, but I'm happy to say that it has absolutely zero vertical play. Absolutely none. It's surprising how well that worked. No lateral play whatsoever. Like I said, the blade won't swing freely because there's always pressure being put on the blade by the lock bar. But I wish you guys could feel just how smooth it is now. It's incredible. I did not think that the polish job would make that big of a difference. It's night and day. It honestly is night and day. I'm normally the person that talks down the stuff I do, but this polish job made a huge difference. It made a big difference, and it's not even worn in yet. I literally put this thing together right before I hit record, so the washers haven't even had time to wear in yet and be seated again. So it's gonna get even smoother from here on out. So yeah, took a military that, wow, it's so solid. Took a military that I didn't like before and turned it into something that I love. So that's what the name of the game is all about. I really dig it. Let me know what you guys think. I think the S30V took the Stonewash really well. I'm really enjoying it. Really like the clip. The whole package looks nice. To me. I just can't get over how smooth it is. I wish you guys could feel it. There's no way to quantify the difference that it made to you guys, but it's there, trust me. It is just so smooth. It's not free swinging at all. I mean, there's definitely a deliberate motion to get it open just by the nature of the way this knife is built, but it's incredible how smooth it is. I think the polish on the washers is what did it, because I did not do that to the stretch and the delicas that I worked on, but I think I'm going to start doing it because that's the only thing I did differently, and it's smooth. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you hate it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. Ooh, that was a good shot of the Stonewash. If I could replicate, there you go. I do need to sharpen it. I like it. Like it a lot. So yeah, now I could do FRN Spideys and militaries. Let me know what you think.